Mary Cohen. I met most of you before when I gave my little spiel at the beginning, and I'm curious how many people here had ever heard of the Oakdale Community Choir before this symposium existed. So some yes, many no. How many people in the space you would like me to use the microphone? I'd be happy to do that. The P is too loud because I know that drives everyone crazy. How many of you have attended a concert at the Oakdale facility? Right. Well, my intention is to give a very brief summary of the choir by sharing some anecdotes from people in the choir and people who have attended concerts. As I mentioned, the choir, it started in February of 2009. We've had 12 concerts, and the choir is the outside singers coming into the facility every Tuesday night, meeting a group of inside singers from the medium security facility who are men at Oakdale who are not restricted to their unit. And I would like to give a great thank you to Mr. Dan Craig, the warden of Oakdale, and Kelly Collins, who have both been extremely supportive in getting this program going and sustaining it. So if they could just really quick, hello, wave an arm, here and over here. And all the people wearing purple shirts are the outside singers. One of the inside singers Tuesday night said, are you going to have any of the people there wear blue shirts so you can see that there's a combination of inside and outside? But we all have our purple. And then when we have a concert, thank you to Dan Craig allowing us to have shirts. The inside singers wear green shirts, purple lettering. And if you saw the back of the shirt, this was a theme from a concert last December. One of the inside singers wrote a song called Love On. And everybody loved that theme so much that when we were deciding on a theme for the t-shirt, that stuck through. One choir member wrote, "The choir is fun, allows each person to see and accept each other for who we are. It continues to provide a strong sense of community, with each member contributing to the whole. It embodies consistent and profound joy. From this experience, I receive a natural high that stays with me long after we all walk in beauty and say goodbye until the following week." Before I came to Iowa 7 years ago, I did a lot of research in a Kansas prison, and I specifically remember talking to one incarcerated man who said, "Wow, being in a choir is better than the drugs I used to do before I got in prison." So very fascinating. Another person wrote, "Choir is not for the most talented to say, 'Look at me.' It is for those who would like to develop an appreciation for music, improve their musical skills, and be a part of something bigger than themselves." How many people here have ever been involved in any kind of a musical ensemble, a choir, or an instrumental group? If you have or have had experience of maybe attending a concert, you know that a choral experience is basically a communal body. And the whole concept of the whole is bigger than the sum of its parts is exceptionally true in a choir situation. Another inside singer wrote, "I have witnessed true generosity in the faces of those volunteers that choose to come inside these fences and sing with us. It is with their encouragement that I continue to better myself, a process I seek never ends." As John Baldwin mentioned, that there will be a volunteer training session at Oakdale this Thursday, and one of the inside singers said to me on Tuesday night, "Please tell the people in your community we really would like a basic drawing class at Oakdale." There's a variety of different interests, but that was a specific one that was announced. So if that's anything you're interested in, there is a little sign-up sheet if you would like to sign up so the prison will know how many people plan to come to that. There is another special person here before I give the introduction to a song I'm going to share with you, who started a choir at the Mount Pleasant prison. Heather Hirschberger is here, and I'm going to invite Heather to stand up so you know who she is. There she is. Heather began the choir at Mount Pleasant 2 years ago with a grant from the provost's office, and we hope, unfortunately right now there is not a grant, but there might be something. We just need to ask a few more questions. It does not cost much money to run a prison choir. We basically sing many original songs. There are a lot of choral scores we can borrow, but we do need money to pay for recordings of the concerts we make that we send to the inside singers' families. 3 different semesters, I co-taught along with Carolyn Colvin and a few other faculty a topics in human rights class. The students in the class were required to come into the prison to attend a concert or to come to a rehearsal and write a reflection. I have 2 quotes from students. One wrote, "The song So Much More was outstanding. His song really spoke to me on several levels. Not only did I think about the insiders and how outsiders may look at prison just as people who have committed crime, but also I looked at myself and how others view me. It was a very eye-opening experience. I must be honest though, I felt really bad at one point. When I was walking into the concert, my group passed a group of insider women in a room. They all looked at us. I felt horrible. Me in my street clothes and them stuck in prison all wearing blue. Maybe it was just me being self-conscious, but I felt bad walking through the prison completely free while they were stuck inside." I share that quote just because of the complexity of this whole situation. There's so many different levels and things that we need to be thinking about regarding education, arts programs, etc., in correctional facilities. Another person wrote, "My favorite song was So Much More. I think the song was really the epitome of everything I have been learning about in human rights." So I have, and make everything play, just a snippet of one of our original songs we did at a recent concert. What to do? Okay, sorry. It was connected before I got on. Can you probably not hear this at all, but can I do this?
Us as inmates, we got a lot to be thankful for. So just listen to the words of the song, man, and it's a part of my heart, and I hope y'all like it. Check this out. I am, then this number on my ID, I am, then your excuse not to like me, I am, then this charge to my conviction, then all your negative predictions, I am, then just the title of offender, I am, then last place on your agenda, I am, then just a neighborhood felon, and I am, then your reason for yelling, and I am, then your pill line oppressor, and I am, then your lay down letter, and I am, then the human, your dog, you see me, I'll be a child of God, and the choir sings, yes, I am so much, yes, I am so much, yes, I am so much, that, so much, yes, I am so much, you see, I'm so much, I'm so much.
The next concert the Oakdale Choir has is Thursday, December 11th, and we really try to coordinate the audience in a way that's functional. For example, if there are people in our community who might have some kind of a connection with employment for former incarcerated people, people in our community that might have some connection with housing. These are some serious issues that people who are incarcerated that have to get connected into the community in order to be able to re-enter society in a successful way. Maybe there are people that are interested in teaching a class at Oakdale. One thing that's been pretty consistent is people who have no connection to a prison system really don't have an idea of the concept of a prison. When they come to a concert, many people have shared with me, "Mary, I didn't know prisoners were people." And if people in our society have that distant of a concept of people who are incarcerated, it's going to be extremely difficult to make a positive change in our society with the correctional system. So if you know people who are interested, Oakdale allows 85 guests to come into the facility. We coordinate that in a careful way, so just let me know if you have that kind of interest. We do have some CDs available. I mentioned that already as a donation, so you're welcome to put money in the envelope or give it to me, and you can have a CD. I look forward to talking with anybody individually about the choir. Next, I would like to invite the 2 people who are here with the Wider Net project, Cliff Fisk and Heather Irwin. They're going to talk with you about Wider Net. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.